Alright guys, welcome back to Let's Play The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. It's me, the Blade Gamer, of course, and in the last episode we started the adult portion of the Spirit Temple. In this episode, we're hopefully going to finish the Spirit Temple. Alright, so we are completely done in this room, so now we want to exit and head in this door right over here. Now in here we have one of the more annoying rooms of the game, because if you fall it is a very painful experience to go through. Alright, and because these BMOs are annoying, you want to get rid of them immediately, or else you will really be testing your luck. And they were kind enough to give me my bombs back. Alright, so in here will be a move... Wait, I forgot one thing. There is a Skulltulas on the wall. Now, this can either be really easy or really annoying for you. If you try to climb up the wall while it's moving, like that, it will knock you off in between walls. Presumably because Link's legs go in one direction while his arms go in the other. So it actually does make sense. So you're going to want to quickly climb up when you're given the chance to. And take a break on these walls and predict your next set of moves. So you always want to get on the moving walls the second that they start... oh, great. You want to get on the moving walls the second they start touching the still wall that you're already on. That way you have the most amount of time to get to the next still wall. To save some time, I am going to cut ahead. Alright, so at the top there will be some BMOs, which you can just ignore, because they're not required for treasures or anything. And right in here will be a royal family symbol. And then here are some torch slugs. Torch slugs are quite annoying because they will always take 2 hits to kill no matter what. There are some fake doors here, so be wary of that and try not to open any of them. One thing I don't really like about torch slugs is that they don't really drop anything other than magic, which is quite painful when you have trouble with certain parts of the game. So right behind that door will be an ice switch, and you want to shoot it with an arrow, of course. And that will make another ice block appear in the sky, so that you can jump over here and get to this switch. And now we have access to the boss key, assuming the time limit doesn't go out. We have the boss key. Alright. So, now we want to head to this room up here. And this is a pretty cool room in the game, if I do say so myself. So what you want to do is hit that switch with the Big Goron Sword if you have it, or use the spin attack. The Big Goron Sword will save you some magic right there. And when you come in this room, some Lizifulls will come down. Right here, before you do anything else, you're going to want to put away your Big Goron Sword and reflect sunlight onto this sun's face. I'm not back quite far enough, but if you do that, it drops a chest, which I believe has some bombs in it. Yep. Alright. So, in this room there will be some spinning bubbles. What are these called? White bubbles. Aim for it when it stops. So, basically they're bubbles that don't take more than 1 hit to kill. I kind of like that because it saves some time. Alright, so what you want to do is grab onto this side. Okay, I guess you have to push it at all times, but push it in this direction. One more. And this will allow you to bomb open the... Well, you don't have to do that to bomb open this wall, but you need it to go into this next room anyway. There will be another Lizafulse that pops down. Now you want to push this mirror out of the way to where it reflects onto that giant mirror in the next room. Alright, so what you want to do now is jump down here. There will be some flying pots, so shield is advised. There's a heart that I can get really quickly. Some magic, things like that. Alright, so what you want to do is stand in this light and aim at the sun's face. This will lower you into the main room yet again. Reflect onto the face of the statue, and it reveals a hidden room. Now this is where you go to the boss. You just hookshot to that grate, even though it looks like you couldn't get in it. You'd have to hit a switch to do it, but you can do that. Now, unfortunately, I forgot a treasure as young Link as a kid, and I am going to go get that really quickly. So where you want to go for that is right over here. I believe it is in this room right here. Yep. And right here is the treasure chest I missed. So I don't know if it was because I hit a switch and I just didn't see it or what, but there's some bomb chews if you need them. Get rid of this Lizafulse. Or maybe it only appears as Adult Link and I'm just kind of making up weird excuses. So equip the bomb chews really quickly and set it free on the wall. Now if you're good at bomb chew bowling like I was, then this should be pretty easy. Alright, so let's see if we can get back up to where we need to go without any hitches. I can't see the grate from here, so I'm going to hookshot to this torch, and let's try again. Alright, so if you can't do it, you might have to re-climb up that moving wall. But I'm going to see if I can do it, and I'll just cut ahead till I get there. Alright, so I got it. I just had to aim towards the corner. And now we can enter the boss room. Ho ho ho! Looks like someone is here, Kome. Hee hee hee! Looks like it, Kotake. What an outrageous fellow he is, to intrude so boldly into our temple. Ho ho ho. You should teach this outrageous fellow a lesson. Hee hee hee. Oh, loyal minion. Destroy this intruder on our behalf. Alright, so we have yet another Iron Knuckle mini-boss fight. This one's a lot higher ranked, but it's an Iron Knuckle nonetheless. This one took 5 hits instead of 4. And it's Naburu. Where am I? Well, well, looks like she's back to normal, Kome. She's just a little girl, but she commands a lot of respect among the Gerudo Kotake. Maybe we should make her work for the great Ganondorf for a little while longer. Ho ho ho. Then we should brainwash her again. Hee hee hee. Well, that was mean. Poor Naburu. Well, she dropped some hearts, which is good. So now we want to equip the, Actually, I'm going to equip an elemental arrow. I want to see something in this boss fight. So you want to enter this room? Okay, I went the wrong way. What the heck? You want to enter this room. And you want to climb up to the center. Look at that stupid kid. He came on his own to offer himself as a sacrifice to the great Ganondorf. With my flame, I will burn him to the bone. With my frost, I will freeze him to his soul. Sorceress Sisters, Twinrova. The final boss fight, well, the final temple boss fight of the game. Now, I want to see something. Can you shoot them with elemental arrows? Okay, so no you can't. Alright. This is an elemental fight, if you don't know that. I wanted to test and see if you could use the elemental arrows to do this boss fight, but you can't. What I suggest doing is getting on one of these outer platforms, and then use your mirror shield at all times, and whenever one of them shoots the beam at you, aim it for the opposite sister, featuring opposing elements. So fire beats ice, ice beats fire. You get the picture. It can be a difficult boss fight, especially if you can't aim it quite as well as some people could. Luckily it's not too bad. This might be bad because they're right on top of me. Yeah, that was bad. Get off of me! So, it leaves an area of effect. Oh crap. It leaves an area of effect, so if she uses her ice power, it will freeze you in a small area. Fire arrow, it will burn you in a small area. Or fire laser thing, it'll burn you. So on. So, if they do hit the ground, avoid the area that they hit. Okay, okay, they're not that close, so I can still do this. Oh, darn, that wasn't fair. So they give you a very limited amount of time to hit them, which is the unfortunate thing. Okay, so the ice lady is the one that's going to attack me next, so I don't have to worry about being hit by the fire. Alright. I guess I have to hit him one more time. Oh, wait, nope, never mind. Okay, let's get serious now, Katake. Oh, okay, Kome. Katake and Kome's double dynamite attack. So they fused from two ugly hags to one not as ugly, flirtatious person. What you want to do is stay targeted on and have your shield up at all times. Now she will either shoot a fire or ice ball at you, and what you want to do is absorb 3 of the same element. So she did 3 ice in a row, absorb all 3 ice, and it will temporarily stun her. Now, you can easily attack her at this point. Usually it will take 2 cycles, maybe 1 if you're lucky. But basically... Sorry, I'm going to have to put up this big Goron sword. It's getting in the way. But basically, you want to avoid absorbing 2 different elements, or else it'll cancel out the pre-absorbed damage, or the pre-absorbed element. So, you don't want to cancel everything out, so just jump to the side if she shoots you with a different element. But luckily, she went for 3 of the same element in a row for the times that I was charging up. And just like that, she's down. What a fresh kid. This time we'll get serious, right, Kotake? What? Hey, Kome, what is that above your head? I don't know, but you have one on over your head too, Kotake. But I'm only 400 years old! And I'm just 380 years old! We're twins, don't try and lie about your age! You must have gone senile. Who are you calling senile? Is that how you treat your older sister? We're twins! How can you be older? Kya! How heartless you are! How can you be so ungrateful? You're heartless! You ungrateful! I'll come back to haunt you! Oh, that's great! That's the best camera angle ever! Ending a boss fight. Looking up Link's shirt. That is just swell. And we get the last heart container of the game. We have no more pieces of heart to get. And if you look, we have all of the Gold Skulltulas, all 100. So now we want to enter the blue light and continue on. Kid, let me thank you. Look what a little kid has become in the past 7 years. A competent swordsman. By the way, I really messed up. I was brainwashed by those old witches and used by Ganondorf to do his evil will. But isn't it funny that a person like me could turn out to be the Sage of Spirit? And now, I'm going to fight them as one of the 6 sages. I'm going to pay them back for what they did to me. Kid, no, Link, the hero of time. Instead of keeping the promise I made back then, I give you this medallion. Take it. We received the Spirit Medallion. Nibiru awakens as the Sage and adds her power to yours. If only I knew you would become such a handsome man. I should have kept the promise I made back then. Well, what kind of promise was that? A kiss or something? Link, the hero. Finally, all of us, the 6 sages, have been awakened. The time for the final showdown with the King of Evil has come. Before that, though, you should meet the one who is waiting for you. The one who is waiting for you at the Temple of Time. Alright, so that is one of the best cutscenes of the game. It's just so amazing. We want to get our reward for the 100 Gold Skulltulas. So, I am going to meet you in the Skulltula house. Alright, so once you enter the House of Skulltulas and speak to the man in the center, he'll be like, you destroyed 100 spiders of the curse. The curse on me has been broken. Thank you. Here is a token of my appreciation. Please take it. And you get a huge rupee. It is a very nice reward if you get 100 Gold Skulltulas, but unfortunately at around this point of the game you don't need rupees anymore, especially if you've already done the Gerudo's training ground, well, the horseback archery, excuse me, not the Gerudo's training ground, which is actually probably the hardest minigame of the game. So unfortunately it's a waste for us, but we will be able to have max rupees at the very least. Anyway, we've run out of time for this video, guys. In the next episode, we will be going to the Temple of Time and meeting the one that's waiting for us there. This is the Blade Gamer. See you next time.